Hello, everybody. A very good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And there are some people, this is great. I was a bit in two minds whether this would really work this time of the year, but it does. So that is brilliant. And I'm sure there are a few more people coming. So how have you been? How was Christmas or whatever celebrations you have just survived or maybe you haven't celebrated anything at all and just really kind of kept your quiet and your distance and had some time for yourself. Whatever it is, you are here now, and this is absolutely amazing, and I'm sure that a lot of people will watch this video later. So we will be talking about, we'll be reflecting on the last year and on our lives so far. And often this is a rather painful process. So let's just be brave to look at our lives so far and then just hand this over and free ourselves so that at the new year, we can just become who we really want to be, step into our power. I'm just looking at the people from Somerset and from California and from Rome and from Northern England. This is just great. It's so wonderful to have so many people here. I am in Los Angeles at the moment. North Carolina, this is so nice. This is so lovely. So no, it's just so good to connect and to reconnect. And I don't know how your Christmas was, but sometimes I find the pressure of getting things right can be pretty overwhelming. So you're here, and that is absolutely amazing. So let's just go of all the stress, of all the tension that we are having. In fact, let's just do a little exercise, just a very simple meditation to help us just be more in the present moment. Just close your eyes for a moment and become aware of your breath. Whether you breathe in and out through your mouth or your nose, just follow your breath for a moment. Just sense how it feels. And now take a slow inhalation to the count of 3 and a slow exhalation to the count of 3. Just slowly and deeply breathe in and slowly and deeply breathe out. Allow your breath to calm your body. And just for a moment, notice that you are breathing. And now let our breath help us to let go of anything that bothers us at present. Any tension, any anxiety, any anger, any stress, whatever it is, any pain. Just slowly again breathe into the count of 3 and then exhale to the count of 6. Make your exhalation twice the length of your inhalation. Just breathe in positive energy, and when you breathe out, just let go of anything that bothers you. Let the breath take it away. And then just slowly return to normal breathing and come back into the here and now. So this is so easy, but sometimes you really need these things. And I tend to find, well, personally, I'm not doing that often enough when I am stressed, when I'm going round doing all the errands over Christmas, after Christmas, now preparing for the new year and get-togethers and so on. And of course, it's great to engage in all this and to do, well, to meet people and to share and to give presents and to receive the love and just be with other people during that time. But it sometimes can also be a little bit overwhelming. But what I wanted to address today, what I wanted to reflect on today is something much, much bigger. It is our lives so far. And something interesting, well, interesting, that's not the right word. Something happened yesterday that really sparked my attention. It was the passing of Jimmy Carter, the, I think, 39th or so president of the United States, who was only president for 4 years. And he died, as I'm sure you have all heard, at the age of 100. And I was always found this very inspiring, this life. And no matter what political views you are having, but it is just an interesting life to embark on a very promising career in the military, and then when his father died, to go back to take over the plantations in Georgia and live a pretty humble life and not making an awful lot of money, slowly building it up and getting involved in politics at the second attempt, becoming governor of Georgia and then running for president, kind of against all odds, and eventually becoming president only after to be voted out after 4 years in one of the biggest landslide losses ever. So this would widely be looked at as a failure. And the 38th president, thank you. And when we look at that, I found it interesting to reflect on, so how do we deal with our own failures? And has somebody really failed? Or was a depression, high inflation, world events, crises simply beyond control? And it was just what it was. One could argue one could have done different things in politics. And suddenly the ex-president was voted out. And apparently he said if he had stayed for 2 terms, he would probably have become some kind of lecturer or written a few books. But he felt so, well, he wanted to do something and he couldn't do it in politics anymore. So he started his own foundation, helping millions and millions of people all over the world to find affordable housing, to have fair, decent democratic elections. And he even won the Nobel Prize for Peace for his efforts. And successive administrations appointed him special envoy and sent him to free hostages and to talk to other countries to negotiate deals. So I thought, well, what a legacy, but also quite some failure. Of course, most people know my story. Really quite a lot of success, commercial, financial success, reputational success when I was in my 20s and early 30s, and then suddenly the bankruptcy and everything got lost. And it took me so many years to overcome this. And today, as soon as there is a problem, it comes back. It's very difficult to completely let go of what happened in our life, to completely leave that behind and be free of it. It is not just difficult, it is impossible. It is simply our life, and we cannot let go of our life, but we can let go of holding this or letting this hold us back. Because that is what it often does. We go into hiding. We don't want to embark on anything else again, given that we failed before. And this may be a relationship. This may be a business venture. This may be caring for people so much, sharing so much, and having had no recognition for that. Trying to create something and having failed. Our jobs, all sorts of things that we have gone through in our lives, and of course, illnesses and accidents. If you've had an accident, even if you physically have overcome the accident, the trauma is in your body. And I was thinking recently a lot about what people talk about cellular memory. And of course, we have this memory in our cells, but the cells renew. Every 7 years, we are cellularly a completely new and different person. And yet, the memory is still there because the cells pass on the memory to the next cell. It's quite fascinating. So we cannot let go of that completely, but we can find a way that the past does not hold us back. And this is where Reiki can be just so helpful. It is a process. It's a longer process. But there are some steps that we can take that can really be incredibly momentously helpful, especially at this time of year. It's very weird how it feels after Christmas, after all the celebrations. The New Year is coming, and there is some kind of hope, and at the same time, a lot of anxiety and nervousness. Hope for things to change in a positive direction, and anxiety because so often things have not changed the way we were hoping for. So we need really to find this inner connection, this inner strength, this connection to levels where change is the normal and where we can create a life that we had really been looking for a long time. And we can do that all over the world. And it's just so amazing to see how many people are here from all over the world, from different countries, different nationalities. It is just absolutely phenomenal because we cannot just stick to our established areas and ways anymore. There is just too much going on in the world. Let's just start a little bit looking back. Just take a moment to look back at this life, the challenges that it brought physically, illness-wise. And you may want to go even further back and remember what happened to you before in your life and how these traumatic experiences are still there in your conscious and especially in your subconscious. And look back at, your family life, the ups and downs, but also events that happened that you wish would have happened in a different way, whether you did or said something that wasn't right, or whether something happened to you that left a scar. Last year, this year, or any time before in your life. And then just look at, relationships. Early relationships, romantic relationships, I mean. how that unfolded over the last years, decades, and what happened over this year that's coming to an end. And then think of your career. Are you where you wish to be? How did these things unfold? What happened with regards of career over the past year? And finally, just sense inside and see how happy you are right now. And whether what happened in the past is holding you back to be truly happy. So take a deep breath and feel, I am happy. I'm content. I'm free. So there is a lot that happened over the past year and throughout our lives. And all this has created the person we are. And the person we are is very, very special. But the person we are is here for a reason. And the experiences we've had are part of that reason because they took us where we are. But now it's time to move into a new chapter. And the beginning of a new year often feels as, or opens up as, this big kind of step into this unknown. And we can realize that we have so much power inside of us, and we have got so much help that can direct us so that we live a life that make us happier, that give us more fulfillment, and that allow us to feel spiritually connected all the time. But once we are there, we realize we are here for a reason. And the reason, well, may be a bigger picture. It may have to do with the people around us. It may have to do with the entire world. But one thing is clear. The reason we are here, we've incarnated, is not just to do with ourselves. So once we feel and find this deeper inner connection and this freedom from the past and the realization that we've learned and developed so much, but we are a powerful human being and we can make changes in our lives and in the lives of other people, we are really stepping into a level of happiness that is just surreal. And I've gone through quite a few things recently that I realized if I hold on to those, they are really holding me back. So I would like to do an exercise in 2 steps. I'd like to invite Reiki, to connect with Reiki, and to allow Reiki to, well, connect with our subconscious and to let this register on a deeper level that the past is past. The past has led us to where we are now, but it does not need to hold us back. And at the end of this exercise, we let this just register and let this sink in so that by the time of the new year, we can fully step into, well, the next year of our life, the most exciting amazing and eventful life or year of our lives. So let's start with this exercise, and then we have a little look at where things are going. So when you're ready, just close your eyes, bring your hands together, and connect to Reiki. And now ask Reiki to help you to connect with your subconscious, your whole multifaceted being, with all the traumas and experience that we are holding inside. And ask Reiki to help us conscious and subconsciously to understand and to accept that the past is not going to be repeated. That we are powerful beings who have learned and developed and changed through so much trauma and suffering, so many experiences. But these experiences do not have to hold us from creating an amazing future and really stepping into our incredible power. Just let Reiki help you to let this register on every level of your being. The conscious level, your mind, your thoughts, what you're thinking and feeling right now. The subconscious, the memories that come up. The cellular level that is holding all this information. Let Reiki just help register on all these levels that we know the past is past. The past is behind us. The understanding, the memory, the awareness is there, but not the negativity, not the trauma, not the force of holding us back. All that's there is the realization everything that happened is past. And now is the time for change. And now let's bring your hands on your heart or your heart chakra, one hand on top of the other, and let Reiki flow. Let Reiki connect with your heart and let this energy flow into your heart and into every level, every fiber, every cell of your body, and let this resonate and just deeply, deeply sink in. The past is past. It is not holding us back. We are free. And just take a deep breath. Just let go. Let go of the trauma. Let go of the negative memories. And just feel this being replaced with peace and harmony with Reiki. And then bring your hands together in Gasho once more and just take a moment to thank Reiki to help, for its help, to have helped, that the past does not need to hold you back and is not holding you back anymore. Just feel the gratitude inside. And then when you're ready, just come back into the here and now. It was really fascinating for me personally to realize just how much there is that is holding me back. And of course, there are challenges, but we're here for a reason. We are here for a very deep, important reason. And this coming year is the year to really step even more into our power. It is a year of momentous change, and my guides made it so incredibly clear how big the change is. We can see the political change happening on a global level. There are a lot of things coming to, one could argue, a boiling point. And if it boils over, we are having problems. We are having even more problems than we are already having. So we need change. We need peace. We need understanding on a global scale. I'm sure we'll all agree that we also need this personal change. We have felt stuck for such a long time. And I'm talking very much from my own experience, but I'm also realizing that so many people said the same. And it's not just this year. It's been going on for a very, very long time, as if things have progressed, but not enough. Stuck. We tried again and again, and we are not there where we wanted to get. In fact, a lot felt almost as if things were collapsing around us. It's time to step into the future. And I would like to ask you something which I feel is so powerful. If you can, at midnight on the 31st of December, if not, anytime after, anytime when the new year has started, and just at that time, connect to Reiki. And bring your hands in gasho, or if you are at a big party or something like that, outside to watch the fireworks, just take a deep breath inside and just connect to Reiki and feel this connection and ask Reiki to help you now step into a better, a brighter, a more positive future, into your power, into the future that holds what you are really here for, and make the most of it. To step into the most amazing year of your life, to step into the light that Reiki is and that we truly are. You don't have to repeat all this. Just feel you're really stepping into the positive future, into the year that is the best of your life ever. And then do one thing. Take a physical step. Just take one step forward and physically step into that new life. A completely powerful new beginning. And it's not just this year. It is the start of a new time, a new era of your life. You have experienced so much. Now it's time to put all this into action and to shine. So step into the light with all these ideas that you can hold inside, or you just say, okay, I ask Reiki to help me to now step into, well, the life I'm really meant to live. A life of positivity, of happiness, of fulfillment, of connection. of deep spirituality, and making the most of our physical incarnation. Just don't forget to take this physical step or even jump, jump into your new life from the sidewalk onto the street, or however you want to do that. Just feel this physical step into the future. I'm sure you will feel a big change in this moment. In fact, I know you will. But this is only the very beginning. The challenges in the new year will be monumental. And this is why we are taking this big step. But it's also why uh, I'm doing the January challenge again. And my guides made very clear that is the most important work I've ever done, and that this year will be different. And I'm not so sure how it will be. It is going to unfold, and it's going to unfold in different ways. First of all, I will send an email out to all participants every single day at about 7 o'clock in the morning UK time. So it's somewhere in the middle of the night, the previous night in America. And it will have a reflection. It will have an exercise for a specific part of development, of self-realization. Then that's the first week. Then stepping into the change, realizing the change that this brings. Then putting this into action. It's the step of application onto our lives and ultimately in the world. We're here for a much, much bigger reason than we can possibly think of. We've got 20 years to turn this world around, and it needs turning around. When we look at climate change, when we look at the environment, when we look at the wars, at AI, at weapons of mass destruction, it is the perfect storm that humankind potentially will not survive. So if we want to continue develop, we need to raise our vibrations to the next level. We need to overcome what's happening on the level that is so detrimental to our health and to our happiness. And we need to, well, really start into an age of light, of enlightenment. And we need to be the driving force in our own lives and the lives of people around us. And this is what we can do with the guidance that we can receive through Reiki. So it was made very, very clear that this January challenge is going to be different. It will reflect on world events happening during the month of January, and they will be big. It will reflect and react to people's experiences during the challenge. So it's very, very much about your participation, your engagement in Facebook and sending emails and engaging in the live coachings every week, which, well, either you follow live or you can watch a replay, but engaging in that so that I know and everybody knows what is happening, and we can really address that. We can address the personal challenges so that we can overcome them, and we can overcome challenges. I'm talking from very personal and over the last year, really often quite traumatic experience again. And that as a Reiki master, yes, there are still challenges, but we can overcome them. And they make us more powerful and more resilient as we go forward. I know of so many people who are here on this show today, who are good friends of mine, who are going through very, very, very challenging times. We can change these things together, and we will. But we also need a group, we need a community, and all this is part of this January Challenge program. So if you haven't signed up please do, and do take part in this 31-day, really, really deep, intensive journey of development. I have put the kind of basic structure into a book that I published last year, early last year. And interestingly, it's not there. Something else is needed there. So I'm going to rewriting this book as part of this January program, and it will come out soon after. And I'm really looking for your participation and your input into that as well, so that we can really reach more and more and more people. So far, most efforts have failed in spirituality, because we have primarily seen spirituality as a personal path, and it isn't. It is a path of overcoming our ego and of realizing that we're all connected. And we've also often failed in so many ideas and spiritual and religious traditions, because we felt that they were exclusive, rather than the idea that they were just giving ideas to connect to a higher level in the universe and to feel this connection. I find that Reiki is proof. It's foolproof proof that there is a higher level that we are connected to. And we are not just connected, we are embodying this. We are still on this level while we are in a body. And once we really fully comprehend and feel this, then we can take the next step. We can share to an extent we've never done before. We can go out and do and say and engage in a way that we've never done before. We can become so powerful. We can become the change in the world, to use this well-used quote or phrase. We can truly become the change in the world that we want to see. But if we do not become it, we will never be able to see it. We've got a really important role to play, we all. And this coming year is the year to finally really embrace this and step into this power. I'm working on various ways to make Reiki much better known through television, through different forms of media, engaging celebrities, so that we really find a way that people start talking about Reiki, start wanting to learn or experience Reiki. And of course, the experience is life-changing in itself. So we are there to be these facilitators. And this is just an incredible position to be in. I was about to use the word privilege, but it's not really just privilege. It's divine. It's lightful. And it brings out the greatest happiness possible. So this is the new year that we can really step into. And I'm so looking forward to embarking on this journey together. So if you haven't signed up, please do sign up for the January challenge. I will not be generally live on YouTube, because it will be so intense that I just have to completely focus on the development, on the new exercises, on what's channeled through, and how to bring that across every single day. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And let's also take a moment to support each other in a virtual but still very tangible Reiki share, as we do in all the YouTube shows. So when you're ready, just please do this. Just connect to Reiki and join our Reiki share now. Once you feel the connection, take a moment to connect with everybody who is here now, or will watch a replay at a later stage and then join. You can use the connection symbol to really deepen the connection. And then just feel the flow of Reiki. Feel how it's flowing through you to everybody. And how you receive Reiki through everybody, becoming this circle of light and healing. Just really let the love, peace, and healing of Reiki register. And then when you're ready, just once more, take a moment to bring your hands together and thank Reiki. Wasn't that interesting? Slightly different. I felt that Reiki really was working on letting this register and sink in, to really let go of the past, to accept the past is past. We have the memory, but it doesn't need to hold us back. And this is now going to continue working, so that by the time on the 31st midnight, when you step into the new year, you are stepping into a better future, into a more positive future, into more happiness and light and your incredible power. And then we'll work on this every single day for the month of January. So by the end of that, I can guarantee you will feel very different. You will act differently, and you will, well, it will feel like you're leading a new life, because you will. You have, you will have really very, very deeply connected with your life's purpose. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining, for making this powerful. It's a lot of people here today. That's really fabulous. I'm very, 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 very pleased. And there's one little thing I would like to ask you. One of the little disasters that happened recently was that there is a transitional kind of process with Google advertising, and that means that a lot of people, or that Google does not show our advertisements at present. Hopefully that will be resolved within the next 48 hours or so, but it's been a very tedious process. And Google has these two ways to let people find us. One is through advertising, sponsored results, and one is to be naturally very high on that level. And we have transitioned to a new website. So if you've not seen that, for the London, for the UK, physical academy, the website is now thereikiacademy.com. And if you could maybe here and there look at it from your mobile phone, from your cell phone, from your tablet, from your laptop, from a computer, from a friend's computer, the more people looking at it, the more Google realizes how popular this is. And then do please, just kind of click through and engage. And just to make sure I haven't actually done that before, where can I find that? I think I can just type this in here. There we go. thereikiacademy.com. This is the new website. There are still some changes to be made on this website. If you do find any spelling mistakes, please let me know. We are still kind of working on this. There are new teachers for the Reiki Academy teaching in London, but there will be even more teachers over the next few months. So if you have applied, if you have been in touch, so please do not take this as a rejection. It is just that we are starting in only 2 venues. We'll add more venues, and we really want to reach more and more and more people with a very deep, very profound spiritual as well as scientific and academic way of teaching Reiki, so that we can make the most of Reiki as a complementary therapy and as this incredible spiritual connection that it is. So once again, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for participating. And I so look forward to connecting with you every single day over the month of January. If you haven't looked at the details as yet, you find it on thereikirevolution.com. Just go to Reiki January Challenge, and there you'll find all the informations. So have a fabulous last few days, 2 days of this year. And don't forget to step into the light midnight tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a very good time. Have a fabulous New Year's Eve, a fabulous New Year. And I need to now find the button that I have to press. There we go. Bye-bye.
Namaste.